sports. It's in the game.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a team blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink of my VIP. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his chick, I know. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm one miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
The return manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A give to Vaughn out of the shotgun. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability, but boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
They'll come out throwing. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And now it's 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a pickup of 11. And they're going to have a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a Bentley. Hanging like a Warhol or like a Banksy. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I said I feel like money on the line. I said I feel like Kobe in his prime, man. Do it for the city, not the gram. I'ma keep it real, 100 grand. Back then, they really didn't know me, but right now they acting like we're homies. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type, my type.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Mexico City. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by a former Washington safety, Sean Taylor. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
60 Eagles, 6,
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
A toss left side, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Does the big boy have the juice? And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Warrior, 70. Jeanette. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 65 catch. 65. Ready.
Here's Daniels. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go. Here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Again, it's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing now is Daniels. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 7, Commanders 0.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Running behind center with Vaughn. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Vaughn. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Vaughn on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Marino. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. We see the first completion of the game there from the Dolphin great Dan Marino, and that never gets old.
No, it does not. In Miami, he accumulated over 61,000 yards passing, led the league 6 different times in completions. In a 17-year career, I saw every one of those years, and it feels like he led the league in completions way more than 6 times. Dan Marino had a magnificent run with the Miami Dolphins.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It'll be Marino on the sneak, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Dan Marino scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson jostles free, and he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now Daniels. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Marino. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw is Daniels. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
To the air goes Daniels. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Marino. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Marino to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the shotgun, Marino. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on third down is Marino. Now this aired out deep for Reed. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less. Here's a handoff to Vaughn. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. On the ground with Vaughn. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Vaughn going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Third and goal, Marino. And Gates has got it. And the Chargers all-time touchdown leader has another one. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Daniels looking to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Come on.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here we go. Set.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Dragon 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first.